Ace510. I'm going to be your only commentator today. I'm doing it baseball style by myself. But, you know, hey, stick around. It should be fun anyway. It's going to be a real good game for sure, so I'll try and just, you know, not take away from the action of the game. I'll do everything I can to keep you interested and informed as to what's going on. Right now, it looks like our dropped frame rate is good. And I believe this notification, or this thing here, is because he's getting an invite from his opponent. So the two players tonight are going to be Iceberg at home for the Patriots and Senko on the road for the Texans. Patriots were 14-2, and they not only did they win their division, they also won the AFC. They clinched home field throughout the playoffs. So if they do end up winning this game, their next game will be at home. And we already know who they're taking on because the Steelers won their game last night against the Chiefs in their divisional round matchup. Resending the invite now. Should be ready to get underway shortly. Up until then, we can talk about the NFC. The first game that's happened in the NFC happened last night as well. And it saw the Los Angeles Rams, that's the NFC's number 1 seed. So the Rams beat the Bucks by just a touchdown. So it was a pretty close game there, judging by the score. Didn't get to watch it, but the Rams have moved on, and so they're going to host the NFC Championship at the Memorial Coliseum. And we'll see who wins the matchup between Atlanta and Washington later on tonight. I might have that game commentated for you here on this channel. I'm not exactly sure, and I may have a partner by then too, which would be ideal for me, no doubt. Revo, welcome to the stream, bud. It is time. Got some viewers here now. It is time for the AFC divisional round matchup. And, well, here we go. The 2-seed Pittsburgh Steelers await the winner of our second AFC divisional round matchup this week. Will it be the 1-seed New England Patriots or the AFC South champion Houston Texans? Hi, I'm Ace510 with you tonight to watch the third of 4 divisional round games here in the SML. Of course, I already mentioned the winner of the other AFC game, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm sure they're watching this game now, wondering if they'll have another game in their stadium this year, or if they'll have to go into the always hostile Gillette Stadium to play the Patriots over in Foxborough. The teams are ready. The kickoff's coming up. Here it is. Fairbairn gets it up, and we are underway. Dorsett takes it in the end zone and takes it out now. Gets across the 20-yard line and doesn't get much more than that. They stop him there at the 21. So a good start to our ball game from Houston. I'm sure they'll take that, and we'll see what New England can do with this field position.
Wait, set, 53! Watch the run, watch the run!
Brady now under center, hands it off to McKinnon on the right side. Jerick McKinnon makes a guy miss, and he gets across the 40-yard line. This could be big. He's across midfield. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, and the first play from scrimmage for the New England Patriots goes for a touchdown. That's the way you want to start off a home playoff game. They pile on each other in the end zone to celebrate. The kick goes up, and it is good. So just like that, 14 seconds into this game, New England has a 7-0 lead. Basic Cam, you may be onto something. He says Pats for the win here in the chat. Well, we'll have to see how Houston responds now. But it certainly seems like they're firing on all cylinders. One thing we can expect from the Texans offense today is they like to share the ball a lot more than the New England offense. We'll talk about them when they get the ball back. They do like to share the ball a lot more, though. They had 5 receivers catch around or over 500 yards as Johnson takes it to the left side for a yard. Kenny Stills had 492. So for all intents and purposes, that's basically 500. And not only did their passing game get spread around a lot, their rushing game did as well. They had 3 runners get over 440 yards, Deshaun Watson being one of them at 445. And Duke Johnson carried the brunt of the load at 794. Johnson now over the middle, finds an open Thomas for a first down, and they get across midfield. Jordan Thomas had 717 yards this year. He also was good for 6 touchdowns. The second most on the team. Second to just Kenny Stills with 7. It's a short throw now to Thomas, and he gets nowhere. Actually tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. So it'll be 2nd and 11.
Set. 19. Hey, watch the line.
Oops, sorry about that technical difficulty. We have Deshaun Watson thrown to the sideline for a first down to Fuller.
Reset. 19. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. 24.
Oh, Discord. What's happening with Discord? There's Discord on my screen for some reason. Not sure why. Hands off to Ajayi. He runs up the middle. And that's not good. Let's get that out of here. And it's gone. Sorry about that. Okay, now we're ready. And now we're completely ready. So 2nd and 7 here from the 31. And there's a flag on the play. And it looks like a neutral zone infraction penalty against the defense. So that'll help Houston out a lot. Moves it from a 2nd and 7 to a 2nd and 2. So here comes Watson now to the line. He's under center. I form behind him. Ajayi runs to a first down. Looks like he just got right across that line there. So Ajayi now sets him up with a 1st and 10 on the 24. Johnson's back in the game for the Texans. He's the only one behind Watson. And here's the pitch to him to the left side, and Hightower gets to him in the backfield. And so it's a loss of 4 there for Houston. And move him out to the 29-yard line now.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Out of the shotgun, here's Watson dropping back, setting up the screen. Johnson Jr. runs past the defender, gets a block, and he gets across the 5-yard line. So he takes it within the 5. They're going to mark him down at the 2-yard line. A nice play there and a good run after the catch. A way to make that first defender back miss. And then see the block go right around that seam. Perfectly executed by Houston, and it sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 2. So they would like to certainly respond here to the Patriots touchdown. And they do, it looks like. Just across the line on his way to the ground, Jay Ajayi running to the right side and scoring a touchdown for the Texans. Here's the kick, and it's good. And so the 2 teams are tied after 1 possession each. So a nice response there to the quick score by Houston. And now we'll see if New England can have a response of their own. Taking it out of the end zone to the 20. Little spin move there. Didn't do much for him. Gets to the 23 and he's stuffed. So coming into the game, I had that New England would pass. It's going to be the key to their offense today. And of course, the first play from scrimmage was a run, as is this one. But the last one scored a touchdown, and this one got nothing. So after that gain of 0, Jerick McKinnon is average is down to 40 yards per rush. He had an 80-yard run in the first possession. It's gonna be 2nd and 9.
Wait, set. Alabama, 380. Check 41.
New England is very efficient over the air. Tom Brady threw for almost 6,000 yards as they hand off again. McKinnon takes it to the left side. Jukes makes a spin move, and now he's across. He's out in the open now again. Across midfield to the 40, the 30. He's at the 20. One guy might catch up to him, and they managed to drag him down at the 11-yard line, but a huge run again by Jerick McKinnon, and the Patriots are just ruining my entire scouting report for him. Tom Brady has thrown for 5,780 yards, 53 touchdowns, 32 picks, and he hasn't thrown a pass yet today. Let's see if that changes now that they're in the red zone. Snap from the 11, shotgun formation, Brady over the middle. He was pressured, and he missed the throw there. He missed the throw there to Josh Gordon.
Wait, set. 53.
Josh Gordon was over 1,000 yards receiving, as was A.J. Green. A.J. Green had 1,503 and 20 touchdowns for him. Here's the throw now, and it's a touchdown, Patriots. Harry right over the middle. And just like that, the Patriots get back into the end zone. They've proven they can move the ball quickly. This offense has a lot of firepower, and they're going to go for 2 here for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why, because they are up by 6, but it's a throw to the right side, and it's complete for the conversion. It's good. Looked like Watson on the touchdown and the 2-point conversion reception, actually. I said Josh Gordon, but or on that missed touchdown.
Push him back. Push him back.
So the Texans have to answer once again. They start at the 25-yard line, play action, and they did not get fooled as Van Noy comes in and just bears down on Deshaun Watson, disrupting him in the backfield and causing a 2nd and 18 now. Watson out throwing the screen, it looked like, to the right side, and once again stuffed in the backfield. So making it even 3rd and 20 here. No color commentary is sad indeed. Hopefully we won't have to go through many more games without it. Both of my guys are busy right now. I got one partner getting off work at 7 Pacific. Maybe 6. He might be off already, but obviously he's not here, so it doesn't really help us. Oh, more pressure now right up the middle, and Watson sacked again for the 2nd time this series. And so the Texans are going to go 3 and out. And that was not the kind of response that they wanted to put up. There's still plenty of time left here in this game. Still 1:06 left in the first quarter. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, MK Linky. Not quite sure how to say that, but I appreciate that, man. I really do. I appreciate you guys letting me do this for this league, too, by the way. I just wanted to say, now that we're talking about it, thanks for everybody involved in this. And I'm having a lot of fun doing it myself, so I look forward to continuing with the commentary. Now here's Brady dropping back, going over the middle, caught by Green. Green makes a guy move, and he's going down the sideline. He's got some room. Brings it across the 30 to the 27. And so a nice play there by A.J. Green. He's been doing it all year long. And he's not going to slow down today. Another thing about the Patriots is that they've been doing a real good job protecting Tom Brady so far this year. You can't put up a lot of numbers like he has when you're on the ground a lot. If they can continue to do that, I don't expect that they should have any problem today. There's a flag on the run here by McKinnon, and it's going to be against the defense. So it's a 1st down. Not sure if it's an automatic or a result of the yardage, but regardless, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Didn't see who that penalty was on either, but wasn't one of those ejection type penalties, so it doesn't quite quite matter other than for the stats. I'm sure it'll be in there. Wildcat formation now. Johnson fakes the handoff, tries to run up the middle, and it's stuffed. The Wildcat formation really works sometimes. When it works well, it works well. But when it doesn't, it just looks a little ugly like that. He had no blockers. 3 men converged on him there. And it's just, obviously it's tough to make something happen when you got 3 of the other guys right in front of you. So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. New England has an 8-point lead, a very interesting score, but they managed to make it happen. And at the start of the second quarter, it's going to be 15-7.
Wait 20! It's going to be a long day.
Brady in the shotgun now, empty backfield. Takes the snap, looks to his left, throws it, and it's complete to A.J. Green for a touchdown. So he had 20 on the year. That's his first one of the playoffs. This is their first game. They had the bye last week. And right at the start of the second quarter, New England increases their lead to 15. The score is now 22-7. Here's the kick now, taken out of the end zone, and just gets to the 25. So no harm, no foul. Take it out of the end zone, get your legs a little pump, get them churning. Certainly want to feel like you're in the game, and that's exactly what he does there. Brings it to the 25, and start their drive from there. Watson now handing it off to Johnson to the left side. There's 2 defenders there for the Patriots, so they stop him quickly. Looks like they're actually giving him a loss of 1, so it'll be 2nd and 11 officially, although I thought he went right down at the 25. But what difference does half a yard make? 2nd and 11 now. Here's Watson out of shotgun, thrown over the middle short. Fuller catches it and gets to 2 yards shy of the marker. And since it's 3rd down, that means it's 3rd and 2. It's just simple logic. Shotgun formation again now. Johnson to the right side of Watson. He hands it off to him, takes it to the left, and just gets across the line on the second effort. So the drive will continue for Houston now. And they need to do something here. They got to put the ball in the end zone, you would think. At least put some points on the board, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. With 6:15 now here left in the second quarter. Here's a snap now, roll out, handoff to A.J. Ajayi to the right side. Ajayi makes one guy miss, can't make the next guy though. And so he'll have to settle for a 9-yard run on 1st down. A.J. Green certainly has been a monster, Unique Styles. I just saw your comment there. Putting up absolute beast numbers for New England. One of the main reasons why they went 14-2 this year on their way to an easy AFC win. 1st down there by the Patriots, or by the Texans, rather.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 1st down. Right here. Set.
Just about at midfield here for Houston. Pistol formation. Quarterback a bit off the line and a back behind him. Play action now. Looking deep to the right side for Fuller, and it is picked off at the 2-yard line. Nice play there by Jones, perfectly timing it, going up, meeting the ball at its highest point, and taking it right out of the hands of Will Fuller.
Wait, set 29, Alpha.
So a nice play there with the Patriots defense, and now Brady's in his own end zone. Throws it to Harry. Harry takes it to the right side, breaks one tackle, jukes another guy, and he's off to the races now. He's across the 40-yard line. He's at the 50, and he gets taken down. Looks like it may be a horse collar or a face mask against Conley. So tack 15 more yards on to that run and give the Patriots a 1st and 10 at the Texans' 32.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Gold bandit.
Here's a snap now from Brady, or to Brady rather, throwing it to the right side. There's Josh Gordon, makes the catch, and he's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Give him 20 yards on that one. Brady's 5 of 6 now with 120 yards. And so he's just continuing the absolute tear that he was on throughout the year. And who says old men can't play football? He's showing everybody that he can right there. Now here's McKinnon making something out of nothing there. A nice spin move to get him 3 yards when he was down at the line or behind it. A nice play there. Makes the guy miss on the immediate transfer. Spin move when he gets to the outside.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So a real nice play there. Getting 3 yards when he should have gotten probably negative 3. And here goes now to McKinnon. McKinnon takes it to the right side, and well, he lost those 3 that he gained, but
Wait, set, 53. I'm coming after you.
so 3rd and 10 now, back at the 12-yard line. Brady in the shotgun. He's got pressure on the left, but it's a little dump pass off to Watson. He finds room and somehow makes it into the end zone. Not exactly the fastest guy out there. Certainly wasn't a screen play necessarily, but they did see the blitz, throw it short, and the kick goes off the upright now, hits a defender in the helmet. So it's going to be no good there, so it brings them right back to the regular football score of 28. And now it's as if they didn't even go for that 2-point conversion. Or maybe they knew they were going to miss one, and that's why they went for it. Not sure. We'll have to talk to him later. Whatever the case is, the Texans are going to start it now from the 21. And down by 21, they're going to really, I mean, of course you want to put points up on every drive, but it's starting to get to the point where your hands are getting sweaty and you're leaning forward in your chair, no doubt, as Ajayi gets stuffed at the line for a loss of 2.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. Reset. 19. 51.
So back at their own 19 now. 2nd and 12. Watson out of the shotgun. He looks right, rolling out now, and he just tries to throw it away, and he does. Not a terrible game from him, 6 of 8, but he does have a pick already. No touchdowns yet. They're hoping to change that, I'm sure, this drive, but they're going to have to get 12 yards on this play if they want to do that. Watson making some changes at the line. Here's the snap now. Looks to the right side, short to Johnson Jr., and he gets 3 yards on that play. Went out in a punt formation now. Looks like they're just going to kick it away. And that's a good punt. There is a flag on the play, though, and it looks like it's going to be an illegal block in the back.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So that moves the ball from the 6-yard line to the 3-yard line. Not much of a difference, but
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
a nice punt there by Houston. And the Patriots get stopped, and now they're moving the wrong way. They lose a yard. They're on the 2-yard line. They don't have much more room here before it's going to cost them a couple of points. So they're going to have to figure something out to get away from this goal line. But the Patriots, I'm sure, and yet here they are. The Patriots are just content to let it run down to the 2-minute warning. So at the 2-minute warning, we got the score of the Patriots 28 and the Texans 7 here at Gillette Stadium. Home of the 6-time world champion New England Patriots. Ugh. So the play clock's running down now, and the offense still hasn't chosen to play. I'm not sure what they're really doing here? And it looks like they called a timeout, so maybe there's just some confusion on the sideline. Just get a new play clock, and let's do this thing again. So they've chosen a play now. And here we go. Brady now walks up to the line, standing heels to the goal line. Hands it off to McKinnon, and he's got a huge hole to run through. Give them some breathing room and bring it out to the 9-yard line for a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So it's going to be 3rd and 4 now from the 9. Wonder if the Patriots get the first down here, if they're going to be aggressive. Or if they're just going to let the half run out. Brady in the end zone now. Throwing it as picked off to Cunningham. And Cunningham now takes it to the right side. And he brings it to the 2-yard line. So a nice play there by Cunningham over the middle. And it's going to be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. So let's see if they can push this ball forward a couple of yards. It's going to do a lot for their morale. No doubt if they can get this across the line, but that is not going to help. Duke Johnson Jr. rushing again, getting negative yardage. He's now at -3. He just lost 4 there, so I guess he had a yard before. And -3 on 5 rushes for Johnson. And the Texans are going to have to figure something else out if they want to win this ball game here. Now here's Watson, and he's a weapon that you want to use. Throwing it over the middle, it's incomplete, and it looks like he just led him a bit too far, just a bit too high. Not quite sure what happened there. Looks like Fuller might have slowed down a bit. I really don't really know what happened there. It said it was an accurate throw. Didn't seem very accurate. I mean, if there was something to challenge there, I would challenge it too, Unique Styles, but as it stands, now it's Watson now running to the left side, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. So all that ado about nothing. Watson ends up putting it in himself. And Houston now is going to cut this lead in half. Or cut this lead to half, I guess. They have half the points that New England has, is what I'm trying to say. And so that brings the score to 28-14 now, New England. 55 seconds left in the half, and New England does have 2 timeouts.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Yeah, that moment was too big for him until the very next play, right? And then he managed to get it together. Maybe it's just his shoulder tenses up when he gets nervous or something, but his legs work fine. I'm not sure how that works, but whatever the case, let's see how Tom Brady's arm and legs are going to work now as he gets ready to work. Now rolling out to the right side, chased by Watt, but he gets the throw off to Watson, and it is incomplete, but he manages to avoid the sack, which was a nice thing there because J.J. Watt was bearing down, and you do not want to see that guy chasing you. I mean, I don't want to see any of these guys chasing me, but especially J.J. Watt.
Wait 20. Check 41. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Switching sides now for the running back. Shotgun formation, pass to the left side to Watson. It's complete for about 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Would be nice if Madden would do a spectator mode or a broadcasting mode or something, because it does kind of ruin the mystique a little bit when I pretend I don't know they're going with the screen. But something we have to do now. Now here's Harry across the middle, catching it complete, and he's into space. Brings it into Texans territory and across to the 34-yard line. So a big play there for the tight end. It'll be the Patriots first down from the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. They still have their 2 timeouts. Only 15 seconds left on the clock, though. So they certainly do have to mind the clock a bit. But like I said, they have their 2 timeouts left. So they can probably take a couple of shots to the end zone, especially if they go to the sideline. Now here's the play action. Throwing it to the end zone, and it is tipped away. A nice play there by the Houston secondary to get his hand in there and smack it away onto the ground. We need a 2nd and 10, but that does stop the clock. However, there's 10 seconds left on it, so they won't be able to hurry up to the line at all. They're going to have to call their timeout. It's not that they'll need to. It's probably only a couple of plays left anyway. Now here's Brady throwing out to the left side. Almost intercepted again there by Cunningham. He was in the mix of that pass defense. And so now it's going to be a 3rd down and 10 from the 34-yard line. They've probably got just enough time to get off one play and have 1 second left. But it's got to be a quick one here. They definitely want to get the points. So now here's Brady dropping back, throwing to the Gordon to the end zone. He's wide open for a touchdown. No time is left on the clock in the second half, and Josh Gordon makes another catch, this time for a touchdown. And the Patriots at halftime are going to be up 14-35, and that's a dagger in the back of the Houston Texans. You got to think they liked their chances being down by 2 scores. Maybe they don't like them quite as much being down by 3. Although there's a reason why this team is in the playoffs. They have a lot of firepower and they have a lot of options. If there's one team that I feel pretty good about being able to come back from this, one team left, I guess I should say, Houston's definitely in that conversation. So we'll see what Watson can do here in the second half now. On the season, he had 26 touchdowns and 24 picks. He played a decent game last week in the AFC wildcard round. Obviously good enough to get the win. It was very close until the 4th quarter. Here's the pass now over the middle to Hopkins, and he is hit hard, dropping that ball. And, I mean, that wasn't so much of a drop. That ball was forced out of his hands by the huge impact of the New England defense. So 2nd and 10 now for Houston. Watson, play action, thrown to the right side, complete to Thomas. Thomas makes the catch, gets across the marker for the 1st down. And they're going to mark him down at the 39-yard line. Jordan Thomas now again making a play. He's been one of Watson's favorite targets today. Still not sure if they're going to try to get Hopkins involved a little bit more. He certainly has had his number called today at times. But when you've got a receiver like that on the outside, I feel like it's tough to ignore. Now here's a throw over the middle to Fuller. Fuller was wide open, so you got to hit him there. And hit him he did for a gain of 16 yards and another 1st down. So here we go now, Watson in the shotgun, handing it off to Johnson Jr., and he goes nowhere. And Duke Johnson so far today has had 6 rushes, and all in all, he's lost 6 yards. So I'm not sure if they're going to keep going to him here or not, but certainly it seems that Watson is the horse that you want to hitch your cart to if you're Houston. Maybe that's just me, I'm not the best Madden player. Just seems like he is doing very well. Here's the throw now to Watson, or to Johnson from Watson. And just like give him about a yard on that play. Interesting decision. Looked like he thought he was closer to the sideline than he actually was. So he was trying to keep his feet in bounds. They were really in no danger of being out of bounds. But the result of that was a fall. Now here's Watson taking a sack. Pressure up the middle from Guy. And Watson finds himself picking himself up off the ground once again. And that's been a problem for the Texans tonight. Here's a punt now toward the sideline. And looks like he shanked that one. Didn't quite get exactly what he wanted to get on it. Went from the 45 to the 38. So a 13-yard punt. About, or 12-yard punt, whatever it was. Whatever it was, not a great one. Brady's going to have the ball here almost at midfield. Hands it off to McKinnon to the right side. And McKinnon is stuffed, taken down violently by this Houston defense. And this Houston defense is not, they're not feeling good right now. And you know they have a lot of pride. They're going to start coming in hitting you even harder than they had been before. And if they can figure out, you know, what's going wrong here, maybe they can stop some of the bleeding and regain some of that pride that I know they have and that powerful, strong defense. Here's a rush now, and it's forced Brady to throw an inaccurate screen pass off of his back foot. That was a real, he was kind of in midair when he threw that one, actually, so it's impossible really for him to make it great. I mean, he's not Derek Jeter, but that was a Jeter-esque play, no doubt. Well, it would have been if he would have made the throw. I guess it wasn't. It was Jeter-esque at all. And he missed. At any rate, it's 3rd and 9 now. 39-yard line. Brady from the shotgun, thrown over the middle now, and it's picked off by Conley. And Conley can scoot. Here he goes now across the 30-yard line on the left side. He's across the 20. He's got to make the center, it looked like, miss, and he did not. So he pushes him out. Mason pushes him out of bounds there. But Gary and Conley with a big pick. And that's a great thing. That's really how you want to respond to that last stoppage, is get one of yourself and make it a turnover. You don't need no punt return team. You just need a turnover team. Now here's Johnson finally getting some positive yardage. Still not into the positive side yet, though. Gain of 5. He needed 6 to get back to 0. So obviously, if he scored, or if he got 5 yards, it's going to be 2nd and 5. It did look like he got a shank animation of a decent punt. That punt did not look like it should have gone that far out of bounds. Don't know why he did that. Can never question the Madden gods, of course. They've been so gracious to give us this beautiful game, and I would never say anything inflammatory about this game or the company that makes it. 3rd and 8 here now for Houston. On the 12-yard line, and they certainly want to get more than 3 here on that nice interception and return. Watson over the middle, and it's picked off by Van Noy again. A nice play there by Van Noy. He's got 1 pick and 2 tackles. He got a sack earlier in the game. He's really making a difference. And so the Patriots defense bails Tom Brady out. And, well, bailed out in the way that they got the ball back. Not quite bailed out in the fact that it's the 8-yard line. Here he is now, pressure in the end zone. Throwing it to Gordon. Gordon gets up. He thought he had enough time to get up and start running. Didn't quite manage to get those feet moving again, but he got up. He makes the catch, gets up, and gets tackled there at the 26-yard line. So give him some breathing room.
53. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 3. Check 3.
Here's a snap now to Brady. Hands it off to McKinnon to the right side. J.J. Watt takes him down, and something happened underneath there, but nothing. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. I just thought that maybe with that animation they got, something cool was about to happen. Just turned out it was a gain of 1. So a little bit of letdown there, Madden, but it's okay.
Round 80. Round 80.
Brady now the single back. Play action. And he throws it to the right side deep. Conley's there again, and he just misses his 2nd pick of the night. Right off of the hands of Gary and Conley. A diving Gary and Conley would have been a beautiful play. Still was a pretty nice play. But instead of the Texans having the ball now, they've got to defend at least one more time.
Alabama, 380.
It's going to be 3rd and 9 here from the 27. Brady thrown to the left side behind the line. Gordon makes a guy miss. He takes it across the sticks for a 1st down. And just when Houston thought they might get out of it, they felt it there. They come with a quick little wide receiver screen. No blocking, so maybe it wasn't even really a screen, just a wide receiver out in the flat. Whatever it was, it worked. And the Patriots' drive continues here in the 3rd quarter. McKinnon now to the left side, running through a pretty large hole. A gain of 8 on the play. 2nd and 2 from the 46. Jerick McKinnon, of course, was expected to do big things with the 49ers. Never ended up playing a regular season game for them. The Patriots using him quite nicely here as they fake it to him. Now Brady rolls out to the right side. Hits Harry, complete for the 1st down. Another nice play from Harry. He's been a popular target tonight.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this is going to be first and 10 now. Patriots bring the ball across midfield into the Texans' 40. Odd snap here. Brady adjusts, hands off to Johnson. David Johnson, his second rush of the game tonight. He was not the workhorse during the year. Certainly David Johnson used to being used very, very well, but... Oh, and the screen pass is intercepted by Reed. And a nice play there to read the screen. No pun intended. But Reed comes in, reads the screen real nicely, and makes an interception. I was saying David Johnson had 6 touchdowns, even though he wasn't the workhorse. He did have more touchdowns, but it doesn't matter now because the Texans have the ball. So now here's Watson throwing over the middle, and there was nobody there, but there is a penalty. This is going to be defensive pass interference on McCourty, and maybe that's why there was nobody there. So they give him the automatic first down. They give him the spot of the ball. It happened at the 41-yard line of New England. And now here's Watson ready to take over from there. He throws over the middle, looking at one receiver all the way. It was Duke Johnson Jr. Doesn't work out for him. It's going to be a pickoff by Devin McCourty. And I think we all saw that he was looking there the whole time. He did seem to be open for a split second. But McCourty made sure that he was closed up real nice when it mattered. And he gets the ball, and now here's McKinnon making a big run. It's like 11 yards on that play. A lot more than I thought he was going to right up the middle. It's a first down. So the third quarter is over. And New England has scored 35 points to Houston's 14. Taking a 21-point lead into the fourth quarter usually feels pretty good, but I'm sure in the playoffs it's not quite such an easygoing feeling. You never know what can happen as they get stopped there for a loss behind the line. Jerick McKinnon running to the left side there.
You got him! You got him! You got him! Wait, that's my 20! Ozzy!
Brady now fakes to the left side. There's literally no one there the direction that he faked it to, and then he throws it way over everyone's head. That was a real weird sequence by Tom Brady. I don't think we'll ever see him do that again. Certainly was just a lot of weird stuff there. Here's the snap again. Throwing to the right side to McKinnon. McKinnon has a lot of room. He's across the 30-yard line. Looks like he's in a foot race there with Reed, and he was winning it for a while. Bringing it across the 20 into the red zone and right up to the 17-yard line. So it's a first down now for the Patriots. They're in the shotgun formation yet again. Brady hands it off to Johnson. And Johnson makes a guy miss with a tremendous juke move, rather. I'm watching hockey on my other TV, so I said deke. But of course I meant juke. And with that juke, he gets 9 yards and brings the Patriots up to a 2nd and 1.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check.
Here's the snap now from Brady. Johnson runs it up the right side through a huge hole and into the end zone for a touchdown. So mark it another 6 for the Patriots. And they have dominated this game. The kick is up and it's good. And the score is 42-14 with 6:21 left to go in the game. Houston now takes the kick out of the end zone, brings it across the 20. Actually, it looks like just to the 20. They take over at their own 20-yard line.
Get ready. No.
Watson hands off to Johnson Jr. Johnson Jr. takes it 1 yard out to the 21. And he's stuffed again. So he's been neutralized pretty much this entire game. Not something that we expected to see necessarily from the Patriots. He just had under 800 yards, so he wasn't a tremendous runner, but typically when it's not working, they'll go another way, and the Texans just haven't been able to adjust to the lack of production from Johnson. Now here's Hopkins over the middle for a first down, bring it to the 36-yard line. And they're going to hurry it up here. So they hurry up to the line, and they're probably going to need to from here on out if they have any chance to score 4 more touchdowns. There's Watson in the pocket. Looking over the middle, throws, and it's dropped. Almost picked off, but not quite. Bring up 2nd and 10 now.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
Watson takes the snap. Quick throw over the middle of Thomas. Thomas completes it. Goes across the sticks for a first down. Almost at midfield. Bring it to the 48. Tries to break a tackle. Didn't quite work out for him. But a nice play there nonetheless.
I'm here. Alert.
There's Watson again with the play action. And he is sacked from behind. Not sure if he saw that pressure coming in or not. Looked like he may have at the last second. He was trying to throw it away, but he couldn't quite do it. So it was a loss of 8 yards. And a 2nd and 18 now from the 40. Shotgun formation, empty backfield. Thomas up the middle again just on a streak. So they gain a big chunk of that yardage back. It's going to be 3rd and 2. From the 44. Gain of 16 there on that play. So a nice little chunk. And now here's Watson throwing to Thomas again. Another quick throw to Thomas, this time on a medium out. And so now they're moving the ball pretty effectively. If they could have done this throughout the whole game, it might be a different story. Now here's Watson running to the left side, gain of 4 yards, makes a move, and then he gets taken down. On the 27-yard line, hurrying it up again, thrown over the middle, and it's deflected by the Patriots linebacker there. So a nice job by the Patriots middle. Slowing things down a little bit, allowing them to get new personnel on the field if they need to. Breaking up the no-huddle rhythm of the Houston Texans. And it's going to be 3rd and 6. Watson over the middle now, and it is caught by the defense. A nice play there to take the ball right out of the hands of the receiver. Hightower has a pick in the end zone, and everything is going New England's way here. It really looked like he had him there in the end zone, but Hightower comes up over the top of the receiver and makes a real nice play on the ball. And so now the Patriots have it with under 3 minutes left and a 28-point lead. We'll start at their 20-yard line, hand off to McKinnon on the right side, and he gets stuffed at the 18. But I'm sure the Patriots are content with just letting time run down here. And it looks like the Texans aren't going to fight it. Another handoff to McKinnon, stuffed behind the line yet again. It'll be 3rd and 15 from the 15. So the 2-minute warning is here, and this game has belonged to the Patriots really since the first play of the game. If you weren't tuned in yet, the Patriots, on their first play from scrimmage, had a rushing touchdown for 80 yards from Jerick McKinnon. And it really set the tone for the rest of the game. The Texans did come back and score. And then the Patriots marched down the field real quick yet again and put it in the end zone again. And the Texans really just haven't been able to stop them consistently. It's just their second punt of the night, I believe. So the Texans are going to take over now from the 40-yard line. Minute and a half left. And see what they do here. They'll line up in a shotgun formation. Here's the snap now. Rolls out to the right side and throws short to Hopkins. Hopkins makes a guy miss. Gets across midfield to the 45, so a nice little run there by DeAndre Hopkins. They hurry up to the line. A minute left now. Here's a snap. Johnson Jr. to the right side. He's getting some yards. It looks like he might go. He's at the 20, the 10, the 5, and the touchdown. So Duke Johnson Jr., when the game is all but over, I mean, it's not over, but it's essentially over, he finally is able to get past that front 7 of the Patriots into their defensive backfield and make something happen. So Houston's not ready to give up yet. They're down by 3 scores, and they're going for an onside kick. Here it is now, and it is kicked out of bounds. It looks like they had a nice chance there to recover that kick. Unfortunately, nobody was able to dive onto it before the ball got to the sideline. It goes out of bounds, and the Patriots will take over from the Texans, 46. They come down to victory formation, just kneeling down, and looks like this one's going to be over, folks. Choosing quarterback kneels, and that's going to be the ball game. So Brady's going to take one more snap, kneel on the ground, and the coaches start to walk out on the field. The game is over. The New England Patriots are going to host the Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC Championship game next week, and it'll be broadcast, I'm sure, right here on Twitch at Ace510. If not, one of my boys will definitely have it for you. So a nice game here tonight between Houston and New England. Unfortunately for Houston, it didn't end the way that they wanted it to. But the Patriots fans here will be happy to know they've got at least one more game. Well, they've got only one more game to go to, and at least one more game to root for their team. The final score is going to be 42-21. And if you look here, the Patriots really just dominated that game. It was 107 yards. Forgot what I was saying. Literally forgot what I was saying. But anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. I really appreciate you tuning into my broadcast as always. Go ahead and leave a comment or a chat if you have anything that you want out of these broadcasts that I'm not giving you. You guys go ahead and drop me a line anywhere on Discord, on Twitch, whatever it is. Always appreciate hearing from you guys. And thanks for tuning in. For me, I'm Ace510. And I'll see you guys next time.